Hello everybody, this is Trina. I am back with my last two cards for the Love at First Sight workshop, card making workshop your way from close to my heart. My first video was cutting all of the pieces, going through the instructions, and showing you how you go about cutting all of this out, watercoloring the some of these. And then the second video is how to make these cards, or how I make these cards. And then the third video and on, so I did each video with 2 cards per video. Hopefully it makes it that way. I might have a couple of singles, depends on how long the cards took, because I switched mine up. I used the same layout as these cards and the instructions, but I changed up colors, I added in vellum, I added in sequins, I added in bitty sparkles, I took out, I don't know if I actually have taken and not used any of the the string or not, but I mean, those are things that you can do. So this is the last 2, and I've changed these ones up as well. So they are this orientation. The original cards are the vertical and horizontal, so top fold, side fold. And I decided to kind of lay them out differently. So I'm going to go ahead and do one, well, I've got that kind of upside down. This one in the horizontal version, and then I'm going to do this one in the vertical version. And as you can tell, I did cut this down and add a vellum to both of these because I really liked how it toned down the strength of the color. And so that's what I'm going to use, and I hope you join me. I will leave the link to some of my other videos, probably my first video, possibly my first and second, and then if you want to continue, you can go ahead and look at my other videos. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this one here. And this is, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I watercolored these already, and I watercolored this one. Now this one, they're cut this direction, but I'm turning this one in particular on its side, and it works just fine because it just looks like they're laying down instead of up straight. So I liked that. I'm also going to be switching out and using the lighter color as well instead of the darker color. And I added a piece that is a 1/4 inch smaller on both sides, all sides, or 2 sides. So then it's like 1/8 of an inch smaller than this, just to tone down the color just a little bit, because this is very vibrant, and while it looks great on these cards, I wanted it to be a little bit different and not the same. So I just added a little piece of vellum, and then all the rest is exactly what you do in the kit. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure this is turned the right direction and start adhering things down. I'm trying to figure out if I want it. I don't think that I want it. I think I want, okay, how am I going to do this? I am going to go ahead and I'm going to put this down flat. I always have to figure out how I want to do my layers, because I can do just adhesive, or I can do foam tape, and I love foam tape, but I don't like too much of it. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down, and that, again, that's charcoal, only it's the lighter side of the charcoal. And then I think I'm going to foam tape this. I think maybe. It kind of just looks like it needs to be foam taped. Yeah, I think it does. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put foam tape on the back of this. And I have my foam tape roll here. Now, if you were to do this card make card workshop yourself, it would go very quickly. Like it would not take near as many videos, it would not take near as many hours to get them all done because they are all the same cards. There's not a whole bunch of changes and differences. I just wanted to show you guys, not only do I get kind of bored with the same exact card, but I don't like sending out the same exact card. I don't know what it is. But I mean, of course, everybody has their own, you know, their own style. So if you are one of those people that like to send out a whole bunch of the same card, that's great. I mean, for you, that's awesome. I mean, I don't have to be like you and you don't have to be like me, but we can still enjoy the same things. So, anyways, that is something that I'm excited to be able to show you guys, is what the different things that you can do, not just the basic. I mean, I did show you how to do the basic one because some people love basic, and I like basic too. That's one of the things that drew me to this card set, because it's your basic card, but it's got a lot of elements to them, and the colors and the layout is it's gorgeous. But true to my nature, I like stuff. I like different techniques. I like sharing different techniques, teaching others how to do different techniques, and just seeing how the same process can be changed up and create a different layout with the same process. That's a lot of process. With the same stuff, not all the same stuff, but you know, just changing it up just a little bit. Okay, so that's going to go on there. I almost think it would, yeah, I actually do like it with the, okay, so we're going to figure out that. Now, I don't know that I want that, I actually like that, just like that. I'm going to take this and I'm going to adhere this, and I don't know exactly where I'm going to place it. I think I'm going to go ahead and stick it on here, and then I'm going to foam tape the, I'm going to foam tape this, and then I'm going to, in order to put the vellum down, I'm going to put the adhesive on here and put this down. I actually don't even think I need that. I'm just going to adhere it this way. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that vellum is in where I want it to be, and then one thing I do want, though, I do want some of the silver thread that goes with this. I don't know how much I want. I never know how much I want, because sometimes they turn out right and sometimes they turn out wrong, and you know, it's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see how well that works. Alright, so if I were to do this, I would want it like that, like that. I don't know how I want it. Now I'm going to take this one and bring it down, this one and bring it up, and this one and this one, and okay. So it's going to just stay just like that, a little bit on the top, a little bit on the bottom, and then these little sneaky edges here I'm going to go ahead and clip off so that they are not, oh no, don't, I went and did it. Okay, so now you cannot see those ends through that. Okay, so now I'm going to actually add more adhesive over the top of that, because I want to make sure it actually sticks well. And then I'm going to go ahead and you want to make sure that your vellum is evenly spaced all the way around, if you decide to do it this way. And then this goes right where you want it. Just like that. And then you take your little vellum pieces. Isn't that cute? and then you add adhesive to the back of that strip, and you can add a little bit above. Yeah, I don't know that you need to add a little below, but you can. So you want to keep the vellum or the adhesive, unless you have vellum adhesive. You want to keep the adhesive on the pieces that are on the front, on the back side of those, because otherwise you're going to see the adhesive through it. So let me see if I can show you the difference. So that you can see through the vellum and see that, and then once it sticks, it's dark, so it darkens it up. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that back off. It comes off pretty easily, leaves nothing behind, which I love, but that's why you want to do it on the back side of these. And then you go ahead and place this right back where you want it to be placed. Alright, and that is my first card. I honestly don't think it needs any bitty sparkles or anything else. I think it looks gorgeous just the way it is. So there's one card, and that is that card there. Only turned vertical and add vellum. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so now I'm going to do the other one, and it usually takes me a little while because I have to glue things down in order. And this one I've changed up a little bit, so let's see how we can get this going. So what I decided to do was, it's normally this direction, and I'm going to turn it this direction. And while I can do the back the exact same way, I think I actually might just do it the exact same way. Make it easier on myself, because I was thinking maybe I'll stagger the pieces side to side, and I'm like, yeah, but then I'm going to have to clip them because then they're all going to be the same length, and it's going to look weird. And so I think I'm just going to go ahead and okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this direction the same way that I normally would. I'm just, when I'm done, I will turn the card sideways, and then I will add those. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to start here on the right. Oh, I need to look at those to see which ones I want. So the top and the bottom will be showing of this, and so if I were to pick this one, there's going to really not be much on the top and bottom. This one shows more of a flower and leaves, and so I'm going to go ahead and keep this one as, you know, that way, because if you look on here, you know that you have two of the same size, one's just flipped over. So you can choose what you want to show. And it needs to be dark. Okay, and so I have made a mark at 3/8 right here, and so that's where I'm going for. Trying to make sure it's even, top to bottom and side to side. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this as a guide, and I'm just going to keep going along. Now, on some of the cards that I made, I switched them out and did them differently, like with different colors and stuff, and that's something you can do if you want. So with this one, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to use the actual ballerina color instead of the lighter color on the other side. I just want to line those up on the edge and then just stick them down. Let's see, the next one is this one here. And we get to decide between this one and this one. And I think I'm going to have to go for this one. Okay. So the little tiny skinny ones are the only ones that I really need the liquid adhesive for. And you can mix and match these colors too. You don't have to use, like, you can use this, the instructions, and switch up your pattern papers and your coordinating colors and all that stuff and make totally different looking cards. I have one here that you can see. I still use the same pattern paper, but I changed up the accent color. So that's something that you can do. Let's see, now is the dark little one, and then we have the striped one. Okay, and the striped one, and I really should trim that off of there, but I don't know if it's even going to matter. It's not even going to matter because it's going to be dark on that side. Okay. And then just scoop that right up against there, as close as I can. And then the next one is a dark, large one. And it does kind of seem like this is a little bit repetitive, but it's still, and it is, it really is, which is one of the reasons why I like that I can make a different card out of the same technique. Okay, so the next one is the pink. Last pink one. I actually think I did a like a royal blue color, or sapphires, what we call it here, close to my, or with close to my heart. I think I did a card with the sapphire as well. So we're gonna do this one here. And make sure that the florals are up. And then we've got our dark, our last dark one. Ah, come on, you can do it. Work with me here. Alright. Oh, I don't know if I did enough. Oh, they're not even on the two ends. So, I've done that before with a couple of my cards. The last two were actually pretty decent, so I'm just going to sneak a little bit of space off here on this one, and it will come out the same size. Not the same size as all the rest of the cards, but it comes out even on both ends, which is exactly what I was hoping for. Technically, it doesn't have to be a perfect A-size card, so technically it would be this way, and I'm going to turn it this direction. So now what I'm going to do is I want to lift this up, and I'm going to put some foam tape on that. And I'm going to go ahead and put that down. And the reason I want to I cut this down a little bit was because it felt, when I turned it on its side, like this is the original size, and it just felt way too long for this sentiment. And the banner goes this direction, and I mean, the regular card is, the other card can fit this banner on a horizontal or a vertical card, so that I still wanted to do that, but it just seemed like it was too big, so I cut it down and it looks more centered and like it's more of a focal point. So I'm also going to do vellum. I can figure out which side I'm going to do. I'm also going to do vellum, and it just softens the edges a little bit. Even though it's square, it still softens them, and I like that look. So now I'm going to do my I'm going to do kind of the same thing I did with my last one, if I can find it. With the embellishing thread. I'm going to trim it down, and then I'm going to attach it to the back of this, which I should probably just get some adhesive going on this thing so that it's easier to mark. And I'm going to twist it or straighten it out just by pulling on it, and then I'm going to wrap it around my fingers. And I am not very good at figuring out exactly where I want this to go and how I want it to look. So kind of want it right there, but it seems like a lot. So maybe I should take a couple of those and turn them down like that. Maybe this one or this one. The one down here. Like so. This one, I don't know that I even want that one there. Okay, so I'm thinking something like that. And then I'm going to trim off these little things, or just, no, I still gotta trim them off because they're too long. Right here, like that. Look at that, that one can actually stick. I like that. I like that that sticks out that back end edge over here on the right. Like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on that because it kind of takes off the adhesive value quality when you have string on top of your adhesive. And then I'm going to go ahead and just add this to the center. Make sure my vellum is sort of centered there. Put this in the middle and then push it down. Like so, and then I can take my vellum, flip it over, add adhesive right where my sticker is. That's a key thing when you have vellum, when you're working with vellum. And then you can go ahead, or I'm going to go ahead and place this down. Like that. And that is my card. I hope you enjoyed this. I will show you my first one and my second one here. Move all my stuff out of the way. And that is the original, or those are the originals, and this is the, what do you want to call it, flipped version of those cards. So these are the last two, so that's all that I have of the kit, other than just random leftovers and bits that, but I do have the stamp set. I can always reuse the stamp set. It's kind of a mess at the moment because I've been using it, but once I get it cleaned up, I will be able to use it over and over and over again. I will give you a quick run through on the different ones that I've made. So the last one here of these, oh, I guess that's backwards, huh? These two, and then these. I think I'm gonna have to scoot this down because I've got a lot of cards. This one, and this one, and that one, and then my first, just like the original, plus some bling. Wait a minute, that's not right. What did I do? I did that one. And then, yep, and then the love, which is the original, and happily, which I'm going to scoot these down. Maybe. There we go. So you can kind of see, that's 12 cards, and they're all unique. So I am very excited about that. I'm going to pull out my new ones for this video, just so you guys can get an idea of like the originals and how you can take the original and you can alter it up and end up with something totally different. I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of series. I guess it's kind of a series. I mean, I think I have like 6 videos, 7. something like that. Anyways, I will leave the link to the first couple in the description box below. I don't know, I might link them all. I don't know, we'll see. But I will also leave the link to in the description box below to the Workshop Your Way kit, and it will take you directly to my Close to My Heart. So if you can find anything, if you want, or I mean, if you do find anything that you like there, feel free to purchase it. It all helps me pay bills, and I really appreciate that. So if you want to subscribe, feel free to do that. I do all kinds of things. You can watch my YouTube channel intro, or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called, but I do a lot of different things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.